What's good, family? It's your boy Brandon Love Sports TV. Big shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den basketball community. My people, I want to do this video and talk about a couple of basketball players, and I'm gonna give this shout out to one of my most loyal subscribers. This brother on here is called God's Favorite. Great dude, awesome dude, man. Getting to know him even outside of YouTube, find him to be a Christian and brother in Christ like myself. And we talk about a lot of different things, primarily about basketball. When I talk about, we're talking about the game of basketball. And he asked me to do a video on this, and I'm gonna do that because he's a loyal subscriber, including financial subscriber. So I'm gonna talk about this. So I'm gonna talk about this for a moment. I can see some of my insurance company just text me. So let's talk. Now, what are my thoughts? He asked me about two basketball players. One being Damian Lillard, one being Kevin Durant. Let's start with Damian Lillard. I don't have a lot to say about Damian Lillard. I think he's been exposed. I think at one time, you know, I blindly, like so many people, had him as one of the top 5 players in the league. On him playing his offensive play, you know, his highlight reel, his ability to shoot the basketball. I felt like he was a killer as far as his attitude was concerned. He was a guy kind of from the streets, kind of had that little edge, kind of reminded us between Allen Iverson and Russell Westbrook. Those were initial thoughts. You know, I like Damian Lillard. I said, man, Damian Lillard's a cool dude, man. He can play basketball really good. He can shoot the ball really well. You know, he just was playing in a Portland system that pretty much just highlighted his strengths and didn't expose his weaknesses. And then, you know, too, you know, once Jay McCollum got there, you know, it was like the dynamic duo. You know, it was like, you know, almost reminiscent of Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant and their highlights in the height of their careers. Matter of fact, their careers kind of intersected each other a little bit. You know, towards the middle and the end of the KD and where you had Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. You know, so I had their careers kind of intersected. So, you know, I always respected Damian Lillard. I always felt like, you know, he's a great shooter. You know, at the time I wasn't really thinking about his volume of shooting. You know, that his shooting percentage was actually, you know, left a little bit to be desired. But as far as I was concerned, you know, Damian Lillard, you know, he was efficient. You know, he was getting the job done on the basketball court. So to me, I wasn't making that big issue about it. But then when I started to notice, you know, towards the end when CJ McCollum left Portland, I started to notice that Damian Lillard started a little bit more. You know, you started to see that maybe he really wasn't as good a shooter maybe we thought he was. You know, maybe really what we started to see was that Damian Lillard was just jacking up a lot of shots. You know, if you take a lot of shots, make a lot of shots. You know, and it became like more about him. We started to see the ball wasn't moving as much. You know, it was just like a one-man show. But, you know, really when CJ McCollum was there, it was similar, but you had at least 2 guys hogging the ball. So it was like, you know, they were just playing a bunch of ISO 1-1 basketball. Not a lot of ball movement. Definitely not a lot of defense. It's like, here's my turn. Let me get mine off. Pass the ball to you. You go, you get yours and get yours off. And it's just like kind of like LeBron and Kyrie in Cleveland. You know, just 2 guys just playing ISO 1-on-1 basketball. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. You know, pretty much the same thing. And so eventually when CJ McCollum when he left, then, you know, Portland started to get exposed. Because you could see that Dame Lillard wasn't playing no defense. All he was doing was just jacking up shots. And you started to realize that, you know, that's all he really was. A 3-point shooting clown, really. You know, just throwing the ball up and just, you know, whatever. If it falls, it falls. If it don't, but if I keep shooting bricks, I'm going to keep shooting air balls and shoot till finally I hit something. And the thing is, one thing about what I learned, when you're in a town that loves you and they embrace you, it really doesn't matter a lot because you won them over. So what happened was Damian Lillard won over the Portland fans early in his career. So, you know, so they believed that they liked him, they supported him, you know, even though he was playing horrible basketball. he was getting exposed, but still they were behind him, so they weren't really paying as much attention. Now, when he left and went to Milwaukee, that's when he really got exposed. Now you're in a winning franchise, a team that's won a championship, all of this. And he was salty because he didn't get to go play with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo and all those guys. He wanted to go to Miami, and he didn't get his week. And so it just like Damian Lillard just started to get exposed. And you started to see him for what he really was. He said, this dude ain't doing it but jacket. Like, he's not really, he's not playing. He never played defense. But now it's really gotten exposed because it's affecting the whole team. And now we're not in Portland no more. So this is not his city anymore. See what I'm saying? Starting to see that it's not his team. So now all of his deficiencies are now on the basketball court are now being exposed. Now you're seeing him for what he is. What's up, man? What's going on, guys' favorite? Yeah, y'all get these likes up. Appreciate it, man. Guys' favorite, this is your video, man. I'm doing this for you. So those are pretty thoughts on Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard has been a fraud his entire career. That's just, y'all can say what y'all want to say. When he's making his shots, when his shot is falling, oh, he's the man. But when it ain't falling, which is really most of the time, what does he do outside of jacking up threes? What is he really worth to the game of basketball? Okay, so those are my thoughts on Damian Lillard, and I think the Milwaukee Bucks, it would do them really the best thing they could do with this guy is just they can, while he still has some trade value. Now, my thoughts on Durant. My thoughts are, I believe Kevin Durant has, just to be honest with you, I believe he has underachieved his entire career. And I just got to be honest with you. Kevin Durant has ran from his destiny. I feel like Kevin Durant could a way better basketball player, could have built a much better legacy had he just really honestly stayed in Oklahoma City. If you want me to be completely honest, because the matter is, KD tried to make everything about Russell Westbrook. Similar to what that bald-headed freak LeBron James did. Same thing, tried to make everything about Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook is an easy target. Because Westbrook, let's just be honest, I love Westbrook, but sometimes Westbrook doesn't have the best basketball intelligence sometimes. He's just a killer. But I'll take a guy who's a go-getter and is going to want to win. See, that's the thing. Russell Westbrook is a killer. He got that Mamba mentality. Reminds you of Kobe Bryant. He got that Kobe mentality on the basketball court. He wants to take you out, come for your neck. And that's just the kind of basketball player that he is. That's how he moves. You can't fault a man for wanting to win. At the end of the day, KD, really he didn't want to share the spotlight with Russell Westbrook. That has a lot to do with it. And then he was looking at winning them championships, getting to the finals every year, and he wanted to be a part of that. So just like LeBron, when he left, cheated the game, and went to Cleveland, KD did what he seen LeBron do. And I do 100% blame LeBron James for what happened. Because KD, if he hadn't seen LeBron do it, he wouldn't have done it. So, and the truth of the matter is, I think, possibly, I don't know, I ain't getting it all, I don't know. We'll see when it happens. But the truth is, Kevin Durant seen the handwriting on the wall, and really the truth of the matter is he really should have stayed in Oklahoma City. But he went, and I enjoyed those years because he was beating LeBron's butt. I was laughing. It was funny watching Golden State just completely embarrass LeBron James every year and watch him cry and blame everybody else and make excuses like he always does. Right on it. And so, oh yeah, he cooked LeBron. Yeah, he did. But my thoughts on Kevin Durant, I feel like he has underachieved in his entire career because I feel like he could have been more than what he was. And then after that, he's been nothing, just a guy who wants to build super teams all the time. He don't want to go out there and get it out the mud. Would I trade for KD? Possibly, yeah. I think Kevin Durant, if he play his role right, if he's on the right team under the right coach, I think he could be good. I think, you can't too much pressure on Kevin Durant. You can't expect him to carry a team because he's not an alpha male. He's a beta male. So he don't have it in him. He got to be on the right. Just like Charles Barkley says, he's a bus rider. Like, he got to have somebody else driving the bus. He can't be that guy, carry a team. He ain't cut like that. Now, if he's like the 1A, I mean, if he's like the B player, where the other guys got the ball in his hand the majority of the time, KD can just shoot his mid-range jumper, shoot these, block a few shots, here and there, playing his role as a Robin on the team, and not necessarily a Batman. He just come in, just do his thing, score his points here and there. I think he could help a team win a championship. But you would think you can't put too much expectation on him. He's a piece on a team that's built well. Especially at this stage of his career. I think what's Kevin Durant, 35, 36 now. He's gotten older. He's slowed down. Kind of his athleticism has waned, but still very valuable because he shoots the ball well. Not only does he shoot the ball well, he's efficient. I think he's one of the most efficient shooters that I've probably seen in the history of the greatest scorers of all time. KD that's one thing about KD. KD can put that ball in the hole. He can get them to assist. Just like, that's why he won in Golden State, because he knew, if there was ever any question in anybody's mind, who was the alpha male, who was the beta male on that team, we now know. It was Steph Curry's team, and Kevin Durant benefited from what Curry was doing. So that's just that debate should let's put that in now. That was long. That shouldn't even be a discussion anymore at this point. That was Curry's team. Curry made Kevin Durant look good, but Durant played his role well. He did what he was supposed to do, and that's why they won, and that's why that system worked. Now him in Milwaukee, I don't know if the team is built, because you got to have like a great point guard, which the Milwaukee Bucks don't have. You got to have a good facilitator. You got to have good defense. Curry, as good a shooter as he is, he's also Curry is really made as a point guard. Curry is a great facilitator. He's very good at distributing the ball. His basketball IQ is good, and so that's what worked. Because Curry knew when to turn it on, when to push the button, and when to lay off the button. Like, he understood, how to play the game. And so, he knew how to put Durant in the best positions to succeed on the basketball court. And so that's what worked. That's what made it work the way it worked, as far as with Kevin Durant and Curry. So the reason it didn't work in Phoenix, because they were expecting too much out of Kevin Durant. And that's why it didn't work in Brooklyn, and that's why it never worked until KD just becomes a good bus rider and just plays his role and just does what he do, shoot the ball. If Kevin Durant, all he got to do is shoot, he ain't got to worry about nothing else but shooting mid-range jumpers and three-point. Oh, Curry out there. He's the best basketball player that's on the front market. If that's all he got to do is come in and jack up shots, well, he don't really jack them up. He shoots them. He let him shoot that mid-range. Let him shoot that three when he's open. Give it to KD. But don't put the ball in his hand too much. Don't expect too much. Don't expect him to come through and push the team and be the leader of the team. He ain't gonna be there. What's happening, man? You just gotta know that what his game. That's not him. Okay. All right. So those are my thoughts on Kevin Durant. Those are my thoughts on Damian Lillard. God's favorite. I appreciate you making that request. My guy, if y'all got requested me to talk about something, let me know. Y'all get these likes up. Y'all can donate to the Cash App. That's $BRANDONPANKENNU. Again, that's $BRANDONSPANKENNU. Also, you can donate to the Super Chat. Show your love, show your support. Eventually, I'm gonna get to where I'm doing membership. I really do that now, but it's a hassle sometimes keeping up with all the stuff. But eventually, I'm gonna go to a membership where you can purchase those memberships and stuff like that. And I mean, I just you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Y'all know why I do what I do, and I appreciate. That's why I'm doing videos. And y'all make requests about that. All right, y'all. This is your boy Brandon Love Sports TV, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, the Lions Den basketball community. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.